NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
This program was provided through funding from Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A special thanks to Cedars, featuring Middle Eastern, Italian, and American cuisine. Today's program was furnished by a grant from the Beanery Depot and Deli, featuring coffee, made-to-order subs, and snacks. The Beanery Depot and Deli in Mahoningtown.
Welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner, everybody. I'm Alex Laverson, and again joining me is our producer, Mr. Angelo Parada. So lucky me, very lucky me, right?
You know, Mike's going to be happy that you said that.
Oh man,
he said he's praying for you out there.
Oh good, I know that's at least one person because I know you're not. But, anyway, though, speaking of lucky, or rather unlucky, how unlucky though are the Oakland Raiders? Because the Steelers traded away Martavis Bryant to the Raiders during the NFL draft, and now Martavis Bryant is facing another suspension. And Angelo, I feel like that's something that happened to the Browns, honestly. But I am so... it's not that I'm happy that Bryant is facing a suspension. It's just that the fact that the Steelers... There were so many questions on whether Martavis Bryant or not should have stayed. And I feel like with him facing another suspension, I think it just validates the Steelers. And basically, it's like the Raiders got nothing in return. And the Steelers validated their decision on trading him.
Well, two things. Davis, back in the day, was one of the bad guys.
Al Davis, that is correct.
Okay, and so when you're one of the bad guys, bad things tend to happen.
Right.
Hello, Al Davis. Thank you for that gift you just received. Now, on the other hand, the Steelers are exceptional at picking out talent.
They are. I think they're best in the league.
Yeah, so they just know,
and I trust. It's like, yeah, we trusted the Steelers on their decision of getting rid of Bryant. Yeah, Martavis Bryant is obviously a talent, but he's too much of a knucklehead to keep on the team. And also, this, like you said, the Steelers are able to identify talent. And look, they got James Washington from Oklahoma State, great wide receiver. He's gonna be a great deep threat. And him and Mason Rudolph, obviously both playing at Oklahoma State, they're going to have a long-term chemistry. Because, first of all, it's already there. But, of course, Mason Rudolph's not going to start probably for a few more years until Ben starts to fizzle away. But it's just like, it just all worked out perfectly. And another thing I do see happening, though, and just because it's a business first, I feel like Le'Veon Bell's going to be gone. And, okay, because, like you said...
You can't make those predictions.
It's just a business. You know what I mean? It's just too much like...
But there are times people stay because they want to be part of that tradition.
Well, I think so, too. I mean, I want Le'Veon Bell to stay.
Bettis.
Yeah.
Was part of that tradition.
Jerome Bettis is in his prime... I would choose Jerome Bettis probably over really any other running back, during his era. I mean, there was no stopping him. He's wearing out the defense. And he's just like, the boss. He just kept grinding it away, wearing away the defenses. And man, he was funny and fun to watch too.
Now, I thought you said we weren't going to talk about that.
things change.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, he's trying to be a Notre Dame fan.
I'm trying to be a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, as far as the Steelers and their running back situation, after next year, they have James Conner. I don't know if he's a long-term answer or not. I don't think. But I think we both trust the Steelers to, get it right.
I'm not worried.
I'm not either, because like you said, they just seem to draft. They just seem to draft well. They seem to get their players well, and man, of course, if it wasn't for the villainous New England Patriots, I would be so confident of them going to another Super Bowl.
Polaroid and Kodak.
Exactly. The Patriots and their wicked ways, and
how about these sponsors?
Yeah, let's take a break and let's hear a word from our sponsors. And when we come back, I'm not exactly sure what we're going to talk about, but I have a feeling it's going to be something related to Notre Dame.
Sylvan Heights Golf Course in Newcastle, Pennsylvania features many amenities, lush fairways, and great greens, and many challenging shots. Your crowd will applaud. A short drive from Butler, Sharon, Pittsburgh, Elwood, and Youngstown. It's Sylvan Heights Golf Course in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. Hey, Angelo Parada here for Croakers, Kegs, and Corks. And if that's not a mouthful, nothing is. But when you need a mouthful of that special brew, it's Croakers, Kegs, and Corks. Nothing tastes better than when you make it yourself. And I do some of that brew myself quite often. I like doing it. It's a great hobby, and it's something you can do. Croakers, Kegs, and Corks located right in Union Township. Give them a try. This program furnished by the MAD Unit, Mobile Auto Detailing. See Michael Sad at themadunit.com. Elham's for one great dining experience.
Welcome back to the Cedars Sports Corner, everybody. And
since I didn't want to disappoint you,
oh boy,
I figured we've talked about it enough of these weeks, I'd bring it up. The first game of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish season is at home against Michigan. Should be a win at home against Michigan.
You got lucky.
Everybody's all fired up. Then it's Ball State. And as soon as they bounce out of there, you've got Vanderbilt.
Yippee.
Followed by a road game at Wake Forest. Okay. And another home game against Stanford. So you've played two rivals, Michigan and Stanford, at home, and you've had Cupcake City on the road. Now you go down to Virginia Tech for a hoagie, right? Yeah, I know, Johnny. He's all happy because he got a hole of one.
Mm-hmm.
I think he maybe threw the ball.
Right.
And then you come home against Pitt, Navy, Northwestern, and Florida State, and Syracuse. Your next toughest game is USC at the end of the season.
They're Pitt and USC. Those are obviously, I feel like, flip games. You can't tell me. We already talked about on the previous show that Pitt's going to upset them. We talked about this before.
What? Like Flip Wilson, Tiddlywings?
You act like upsets don't happen in college football. Because here's the thing with Pitt. Pitt always beats a team they should never beat, and they always lose to a team they should never lose to. So if Notre Dame is going on a 10-game win streak or whatever, it looks like they're going to go win the national title, Pitt will beat them, and then they'll lose the following week to ITT Tech. That's just what Pitt does. Okay, so you got to use that type of logic. Anyway, with all seriousness,
take 2 aspirin and call me in the morning. You feel like you're looking at, geez, oh man.
No, listen. That was like a Penn State schedule. Remember in previous shows we were talking about like how Penn State usually has an easy schedule, and it's true. But Angela, I always feel like anytime a team has it too easy, that's when upsets happen. That's when failures happen. All right.
But Penn State plays somebody like Southwest Louisiana Ball State University Extension. Okay. They don't even play the regular.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of ball, are the Pirates on the ball?
Well, man, listen, they're 36-36. 6 games back from first place. I understand, over the weekend, they had a sellout game. You see pictures online, on social media, how great it was. Them. I know, but it's what I'm trying to say, though. It's like, at this point, I don't even care about that. I'd rather them win games and the atmosphere be crappy than the atmosphere be great and then them lose. Now, obviously, I'd rather them both have a great atmosphere and win, but listen, I've said this way too many times on previous shows. I'm not getting my heart set up on them. I'm obviously still going to root for them. I'm not going to get my heart set up on them. And there was a lot of controversy when Neil Huntington said recently, he said something along the lines that if the Pirates would be able to compete more, win more, make more if the fans would show up to the games. I'm paraphrasing it.
This is coming after setting attendance records all through that one period of time.
Right.
Okay, so...
Yeah, again, listen, I just don't even care. I never seen an organization that is so resistant against their fan base. It is crazy. It's like they know do they have any perception of public relations, or do they care? I don't think they care. And honestly, it's kind of coming to the point now where, not that I don't care about the Pirates, I just don't care enough, period, just to get my hopes up on them. So, I mean, again, if they can manage to even get above 500 and stay that way to the end of the year, then I'm happy. But, man, this is the summer. There's not much going on other than baseball. Other than LeBron watching, I'm over LeBron. I'm actually... What's up?
He's watching the show.
He's watching the show. Well, listen,
Let's
LeBron.
go to a break. He wants to see some commercials.
All right. Yeah, when we get back, we're going to talk a little bit about LeBron watch. And hopefully we won't have to talk about this anymore because I'm tired of talking about this every show. And that's one thing I think you and I can agree on. So now a word from our sponsors.
Parkstown Restaurant has been serving the greater Newcastle area with quality and experience in family dining and great entertainment. Their superb menu includes sides, wings, pizza, sandwiches, Italian entrees, American entrees, soups and salads. Parkstown Restaurant located at 2800 West State Street, Newcastle. Eat in or take out. Also, call Parkstown and ask about what's on tap for entertainment. 724-656-1453. 656-1453.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535. These fine businesses provided funding for this program. Gatherings, Town and Country, and On Target.
Welcome back to the Cedars Sports Corner, everybody, and thank you for joining our last segment of the day. during break, I was telling our producer how much I am actually getting sick of talking about LeBron. Not so much LeBron himself, but it's like during the summer, there's not too much to really talk about. Baseball's really the only thing going on. Stanley Cup's over. We can look forward to football, and then come August, start talking fantasy football, things like that. But your boy LeBron James, now LeBron watch. Everyone's waiting to see where he goes. And honestly, Ange,
I'm cleaning my glasses. You know why?
Why?
I want to be able to see what you're saying.
You want to be able to see what I'm saying? Okay. I don't understand what that meant, but all right. Anyway, Angelo, I think it's coming to the point now where I feel like I'm almost indifferent to LeBron. And I don't know if it was just the constant debate.
You didn't have a breakup?
What's up?
You didn't even have a breakup?
Yeah, I might have to break up from LeBron. As a Cavalier fan, I actually there's a part of me that kind of wants him to go away almost. I mean, I do feel like this is too much of it's like a reality TV show, almost. You know, where's LeBron gonna go? Keeping up with the LeBrons or whatever. Honestly, I just don't care. I kind of want him away from Cleveland. I kind of want the Cavs to start fresh. And yeah, he's still my favorite player, but it's all you hear on ESPN? That's basically all our viewers have been listening to and watching us, is LeBron. I am so tired of this, is LeBron better than MJ debate. He's not, okay? He might have more physical talent, but he's never going to have the same legacy as Jordan. Jordan's always going to be the GOAT. LeBron could be GOAT 1A, I guess, or whatever, but MJ's at the top. I am just so I'm over it, honestly, and
see, I'm just letting him go.
You're just letting me get out of my system.
I'm just letting you go.
I guess, Angelo, it's like I wish we could go all summer without talking about LeBron, but if he goes to a new team, it's like we're gonna have to talk about him again.
Well, because he's a wow.
He's a wow.
You don't see anybody from the Indians going wow.
Yeah, but who cares about the Indians?
They're in first place. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I remember when Jim Thome left? Was it early 2000s? Yeah, and then LeBron, and then before then Modell left, Jim Thome left, LeBron left. Yeah, that city has been broken up with so many times, and
breaking up is hard to do.
Breaking up's hard to do. I feel like that city is so.
Cleveland?
Cleveland is so just like they have to have their hearts guarded. I think they're just so traumatized. It's like they're afraid to fall in love again with their sports stars.
Here come the Browns. Here come the Browns.
Oh my God!
Homeward to Cleveland. Here come the Browns.
No. Listen, honestly, it's like I kind of wish the Browns didn't even come back because it's like what have they done for the NFL?
They can show you different ways to lose every week.
They can. The Browns. It's like, WWCD. What would Cleveland do, and then you don't do it? Remember those old bracelets, WWJD? Yeah, what would Jesus do, and then you do it? We're going to have WWCD, what would Cleveland do, and then you don't do it. And that's how you start a successful franchise. So everything the Browns would do, you just do the opposite of. And, Angelo, man, I guess I'm really starting to become very almost anti-Cleveland, with the exception of the Cavs, almost. And I'm just over it all. What do you have to say about that?
Well, my thought is this: hope the Pirates can hang in there. LeBron, find whatever town you want. I don't think you're going to win. And let's go Irish. From that, I have nothing else to say.
I do have something to say. How about Pitt landing 10 commitments on Father's Day? That is insane. Pitt football in one day got 10 commitments. They went from, I believe, 14th in the ACC in recruiting rankings to the fourth best in the ACC and number 25 overall. As I was saying, it's like Pitt football was
calling right now.
Pitt football's calling me right now, okay, and telling me to be quiet. But it's almost like, Angelo, it's like they had 10 Commandments come in on Father's Day. Really like collaborating on a big Father's Day surprise, you know.
This is the year they beat Penn State.
They could. I mean, they're going to be in the top 25 moving forward.
They're going to beat Penn State. They're going to flounder around, lose to Notre Dame, and get a nice bowl bid.
Oh, no, I think they'll beat Notre Dame, knock them out of title contention. That's what Pitt does. Listen, Pitt, they did that to Clemson 2 years ago. They were number 2 in the country. They upset them, okay? Pitt upset Miami last year, number 2 in the country. Pitt upset West Virginia, number 2 in the country, 2007. I think Pitt is 0-. It's something along the lines like Pitt is 5-0 against their last 5 opponents that were ranked in the top 3, and Pitt was not ranked. That is crazy. So, Angelo,
time is running out.
Time is running out. But do you really want your Notre Dame Irish to be facing Pitt?
We have no problem.
We have no problem. All right, but I think that's it for our show. Any last words?
My last words are, Buccos keep pitching.
And let's go, Pitt. You guys have a good one, everybody.
A special thanks to the YMCA for caring about the Lawrence County community and providing funding for this program.